All right, you could be the absolute best at what you do, the cheapest, the fastest. You might pay the most attention to customer service. You have the best relationships with your clients, whatever it may be, it's all great, but nobody knows any of that if you stay completely invisible. So many businesses here in Bozeman provide these exceptional services, really unique stuff, whatever it may be, custom homes, health and wellness, paving, roofing. People do really good services. They love their customers. They've survived off of word of mouth and referrals because of this. But the reality is nobody knows they exist. Nobody knows they have all these great attributes. And the person who is showing up instead of your business is always going to steal those clients, right? The best known will always beat the best. I didn't come up with that. My guy Los has it on his Instagram all the time, so it's a good saying. But right, the best known will always beat the best. The person showing up the most, building a local brand for themselves and their business is going to dominate you because they are building trust over time and showing up every single day. You cannot grow a business waiting for people to come to you, to need your service so bad that they have to ask people, that they have to look on Google, because that means they're in a price shopping mindset. They aren't looking for the best. They aren't looking for who they've built trust with or who has, who can best address their problem people. They just have a problem. They need it solved right now. So they're going to go to Google and they're going to start price shopping. And that's where you get mixed in with the people that you don't want to be working for. People that don't take you seriously, that don't value the work that you do and don't understand what goes into it. To get ahead of that, you have to be the best known. You have to be showing up in front of people before they're even thinking about your service, right? You don't have to wait for someone to have a problem to need you. You can be out there on Instagram, right? We'll use local ads, for example, because that's what we do. We take our clients who do these unique services and we put their message out in front of the people who live here in Bozeman every single day, right? It's a hyper-targeted local ad that runs all over people's phones to make these clients be the best known. I'll use my client Josh, for example, right? He came to us with 1 to 3 new patients, a month maybe, like not enough to sustain his business. He wasn't using Instagram at all. He was relying on word of mouth and referrals. We took his message, what he provides, the pain he solves for people, blasted it out to everyone in Bozeman every single day. A few months later, he's 4x his revenue and he is fully booked out, right? He has to post on his story some days when he even has availability. All because of one local ad that put him in front of his ideal clients and made him the best known here. So I hear the frustration all the time in these meetings with these owners, right? People are stealing their jobs. These guys that are so young that don't get it, they're getting all their work. People just don't understand what they can do. And it's hard to even feel bad when people have just been so stuck and afraid to advertise these incredible services, right? If you get out in front of people before they're looking for you, show them what you look like, show them what your vibe is, show yourself talking like I am right now, right? That is going to build trust over time, day after day after day, and turn you into that best known business, right? That finally gives you and puts you in front of the right people to get those ideal clients. Instead of dealing with price shoppers, you're dealing, home contractor, for example, instead of dealing with price shoppers, you're dealing with people that see your ad and they're like, wow, this seems like a great guy to build me a super sweet custom home 6 months down the road. Let's start that conversation and start that process now, right? They aren't going to anyone else because you're the local GC that's been showing up as the Bozeman expert. You've built that trust, you've put in that work to build that relationship, and now there's no need to go and price shop, right? You've shown that you know what you do. You've shown you spent all these years investing, building your business, and it's finally out there for people to see. Like, people are so quick to jump into throwing money at every single part of your business besides making it visible, right? The equipment, the training, the employees, whatever, the insurance, so many different avenues, of course. But then no one knows you exist. You stay completely invisible and completely hide from all these people that need your service. The best known business is always going to beat the best, right? You could be the cheapest, the fastest, highest attention to detail, whatever it may be. And if someone is showing up every single day instead of you, that is someone that is stealing your leads, right? Those ideal clients, they're going to the obvious choice. They aren't taking time to price shop on Google after someone's been showing up every single day again and again and again, right? That's exactly what we help our clients do with these local ads. It's about taking their message, the pain they solve for clients, for that the pain that they can solve for anyone in Bozeman, and putting it in this hyper local radius where it's playing again and again and again, and then slowly over time building that trust, right? And then we help them install obviously the whole conversion method to actually turn followers into paying clients. But nonetheless, right, they're showing up every single day, becoming the best known, stealing business from the people who have maybe done it longer. Maybe they do this service differently, whatever it may be. It just doesn't matter because they aren't showing up. Nobody knows they exist. If you want to be paid what you're worth, if you want to work with the ideal clients, you have to go to them, find them, talk to them, stop waiting for them to come to you. So, maybe if you made this far in the video, you have a service business, you're thinking, man, I'm booked out, but they really aren't my ideal clients. This isn't where I pictured the business going, right? You could be fully booked out and maybe you aren't stoked on the jobs you get to wake up and do every single day. That's not ideal. That's not why you built the business. So if you want to get the most out of the business you built, put it in front of the right people, become the best known here in Bozeman, right behind me. I guess not really behind me, it's over there, but you get the point. There's going to be a link down below to book a call. Love to chat for a few minutes, learn a little bit more about your business, and I can give you a breakdown of a little bit about what this service looks like. So talk to you later.